I had a goal that by the time I was 40, I was going to be well off. And I didn't know what well off meant, but that was a goal for me.
It was a goal that seemed far-fetched. After all, Carmen Murray was working as a part-time receptionist with only a high school education. She came to the United States from Mexico when she was 10 years old. She remembers how poor her family was and how they struggled.
I don't think that anyone can imagine how I grew up or where I lived. No flooring, basically just dirt flooring. No indoor plumbing, so if you had to shower up or go to the restroom, you had to go out into an outhouse.
With little money in the family, Carmen had no choice but to work. She started at age 6.
My sister and I, Lenore, my mother used to make burritos, and she would send us out in the street to sell them. And so we sold burritos on the street after school every day.
After such a difficult childhood, Carmen was relieved when she got married years later. She thought life was supposed to be easier from here on out while working at a carpet factory.
I thought, okay, great, my husband's going to support me and I don't have to work anymore. I had been working for a long time, since I was like 6 years old. So I figured I would look for part-time work, which I did. I found it here. I started working as a part-time receptionist. When I was a part-time receptionist, it was just a job. It was just something that was helping support the household. And I didn't know anything about the carpet business. All I knew is you install it, fuzzy side up, and that's all I knew.
Though she only had a low-level job, Carmen worked hard and diligently. Her boss, Lou Sugarman, took notice.
He said to me plenty of times, he said, honey, I would trust you in a room full of uncounted money. And that meant a lot to me. And little things like that he would say would just motivate me even more.
So motivated was Carmen, Lou Sugarman promoted her to general manager. He also gave her the option to buy stock in the company.
I don't know how he decided to give me the opportunity to purchase stock from him. Why me? I always ask myself, why me? And the only thing I can come up with is he felt that I took care of his company.
But her rise to management and subsequent ownership did not sit well with some of her one-time colleagues. After all, they were the ones that had taught her everything she knew.
I did find some resistance, which is pretty normal. You know, a female Hispanic, I think, is pretty normal, that rose above everybody else that had already been here. They wanted to keep going the way it was. And I knew that we had to change. And so I kept at it, I kept insisting, and I did a lot of politically correct, even though it was very frustrating to deal with that. I felt that I couldn't force it. I had to work with them.
Then, just as her employees were coming around, a bad economy hit. And then, September 11th. Carmen's $5 million business was cut to less than half, forcing her to lay off 50% of her employees.
It was very hard. It was the hardest part of my life that I had to go through. I had to put it off for a month, and I couldn't sleep at night. I was getting maybe 30 minutes sleep at night, and that was very hard. I lost 10 pounds within 2 weeks. Couldn't sleep. I looked terrible, and but that was something I had to do.
With little money coming in, Carmen took the unusual step of spending money and still going out. She just did it on a budget.
Instead of getting on a plane 2 weeks from now and paying $600 for a ticket, I planned 21 days in advance and travel Southwest for $29 a ticket. So I really planned, and I kept going out, and I kept doing my homework, and I kept marketing the product.
After years of downtime, Carmen's strategy paid off. Today, Rodeo Carpet Mills is a bustling business.
Okay, so this particular carpet here, this is for the Sheen residents, and we need to make sure that we ship it before Christmas.
From the homes of celebrities like Charlie Sheen to the floors of corporate aircraft, Rodeo Carpet Mills caters to a niche of mostly high-end clients. Many of the carpets are handcrafted and can run up to $1 million. Business is so good, Carmen says the company might rebound to its $5 million level.
We expect to get back to normal by the end of this calendar year.
Even though business is good, Carmen says she's learned a valuable lesson from when things weren't so great.
Plan ahead and save a lot of money for rainy days.
And despite her ups, despite her downs, despite even her poor childhood back in Mexico, Carmen says she's now reached her goal and she wouldn't change a thing.
If I go back and see myself where I come from and how I lived, I am more than well off. I have exceeded, in my definition, well off.